Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got a sound system demo of the 2020 Chrysler Pacifica. Now this Chrysler is rocking the 13-speaker 506-watt Alpine system, so it's actually smack dab in the middle. It's not the bass, but it's also not the rocking 20-speaker Harman Kardon system that you can upgrade to for a good amount of money. So this is a limited model, and it's sound system that comes standard in it. So we're going to listen to some demo tracks, check out how the sound system works, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. So before we get started, let's hop out, take a quick look at the car. So for those of you who don't know, this is one of the best cars you can buy on the market here in 2020. If you don't believe me, check out our full review, which will be coming a few days after this. Depending on when you're watching, it might already be up, and the link will be in the description. You can fit more than just about any new vehicle. You can fit tons of people. You'll be more comfortable. You've got tons of features, and it comes in at a nice price. So check all that out. Hit the link in the description. But for now, let's get to looking at some speaker grill locations. So like I said, this system features 13 speakers, but I bet you some of them are hidden behind a shared speaker grill. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 up front, 5 on the right door. Second row, we got 6, 7, 8, 9 on the doors, 10, 11. Do we have a 12, 13? Let's check in the trunk. Yes, we do. 12, 13 right here in the liftgate. Cool. Now, as with all of these tests, I've got uncompressed WAV audio files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality binaural headphones in both my ears, giving you the most realistic audio experience on YouTube. So let's take a look at the infotainment screen here. This is Chrysler's Uconnect system. It works excellently. It's one of my favorite on the market. It's got really nice clear screen. Everything reacts very quickly. Very straightforward to use. You've got some sources here. You can select source for other ones. If you want it to be your favorite, say if you never use AM radio, you can hold that. Whoops. You actually hold that and replace it. So now you've got USB over here instead. That's pretty cool. Then you've also got your audio settings right here. Super easy and straightforward to get to. You don't have to go to a separate menu. You can browse through your tracks. So you've got folders, artists, playlists, etc. And this kind of just applies to USB. You can go quick right over to your map and have your map actually like in here while your audio stuff is around it. Track info. You could even have your Blu-ray or DVD media playing right up here, so that's nice to see. Very easy to use. You can skip through your song right there. Very quick and easy. Alright, what else? So for other sources here in the Pacifica, like I said, you've got USB, but also your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM radio, as well as that Blu-ray, DVD, CD player, and a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack right here next to the USB port. So what does that mean you're missing? Nothing. You've got just about everything because you also have HDMI and... is that it? Just HDMI? Yes. I think they used to give you RCA inputs back here, but now it's just HDMI inputs. So those work on these back screens as well as this front screen when you're stopped. For ways to control Pacifica's system, you've got big old volume knob here, as well as volume controls on the back of the steering wheel, which I like very much. For track selection, you've got these touch buttons, as well as a dial here, and on the left side, track controls in the back. You can also do source and favorite cycling through center buttons on the back as well. Very easy to use. So let's get back to our standard screen here. Whoops. There we go. And let's get on the road. Oh, wait, before we do that, audio settings. Pretty standard here. You've got your front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance. You've got a 3-way equalizer with bass, mid, and treble. Nine levels of adjustment each way, very noticeable. You've also got speed adjusted volume, so turn that to 1, and then a surround sound setting. I always do these tests with a setting set to their factory defaults, so I'm going to leave that on for now, but I actually prefer to have it off in this car. So we'll try to do that later on in our drive. those of you who are common watchers of our channel, you know that this song that we're listening to can really test the limits of a car's audio system. The Pacifica is doing just okay with it. What I like about this song is it really, if I had to sum up a whole system in one song, it kind of allows me to do that. It's got a little bit of bass, some treble, and then just a lot of meat and potatoes in the inside. So if the system's going to fall apart, it's going to do it on this song. And you can hear it's just a little bit hollow. Nothing's coming through super harsh, but kind of that mid to high range is just coming through a little too strong. And part of that could be because this is a big cavernous vehicle, but it still would have been nice if the audio engineers had tuned for that. You're also missing sound in the highs and sound in the lows. You can tell there's kind of a high and low cut. So let's try one more here, and we'll get up on the highway. So let you get an idea of how the Pacifica sounds here at highway speeds. Keep in mind we are around some other vehicles, but it should give you a pretty accurate representation. So, decent bit of road noise, not really much wind noise, and no engine noise as well, but most of what you're hearing is from those tires. Not the most subtle or refined vehicle, but not too bad either. So let's listen to one more track, and I'll give you kind of my final impressions. So, what do I think of the 13-speaker Alpine system here in the Chrysler Pacifica? It's okay. It's just okay, maybe a hair above okay. The biggest fault I have with it is what I mentioned a little earlier, the hollowness to the sound. I don't really mind that it's missing some of the high highs and low lows. I'm not too surprised by that in a mid-level audio system, but it just sounds very hollow and echoey. So I think what I'd have to do, and that reminds me that I haven't turned off the surround system for you. Let's listen to this next drop with the surround off. And yeah, let's just do it. So there's not a huge difference, especially on the binaurals, but let's switch back and forth. You'll hear it's a little less hollow with it off. Sounds just a bit more focused. The other thing I would do listening to it regularly is I'd bump up the bass 2 and the treble 2. Maybe even just treble 1 depending on the song I'm listening to. The song you can really hear the hollowness on is this guitar song. Just listen to the intro guitar. Nothing sounds offensive, it just kind of sounds like it's set to like an open stage setting or something like that, rather than a studio pinpointed sound. So overall, objective rating for this car, I'm giving it about a 6, 6.5, possibly even a 7, just because of how well the infotainment screen works. Very easy to use, very easy controls. But for sound quality alone, you're looking at about a 6. Subjectively, in this class, probably about a 5, 5.5. You're talking about a $50,000 vehicle here with some premium materials. And I just know that some other competitors can do better, and I know that Chrysler can even do better with their 20-speaker Harman system. So, if you're really an audiophile, you really want to enjoy the fullest of your music in a Chrysler Pacifica, I recommend stepping up to the premium system from Harman. Anyway, I hope you guys were able to get a good idea of the sound system here in the Pacifica. Like I said, if you want to see more on the car, check out our full review. Check out our other videos if you want to see some other sound tests. let us know if there are any cars you'd like to see tested in the comments. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.